At 24 years of age, Dafna Mizrahi has already accomplished much more than the average person. She's energetic, personable, and talented across many genres. She moved to America from Guadalajara when she was 12 without knowing how to speak English. She graduated from the culinary and became a chef at 21. She owns her own restaurant in Armenia, and she's appeared on the Food Network numerous times, including The Chew, Chopped, and soon to be appearing on Farmhouse Rules. And her TV career started when she became the champion of the Harley-Davidson Weber National Hamburger Competition.
I was working at PJ Clark's Standard at the moment, and I got an email saying, enter to win blah, 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 blah. I didn't read what the winning was, but I said, okay, whatever. They said, send us a recipe and a picture of a burger, and so I did, and I named it the 870 Broadway Burger, because that was the address of her place. And you know what? I made the burger, I sent it off, and forgot about it. 2 months later, I get an email from them saying, congratulations, out of 3,000 competitors, we've chosen 3, and you're one of the finalists.
They flew her down to Sturgis, and she competed at the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Rally, sponsored by Weber Grills.
I'm 21-year-old, get on a plane, go to Sturgis, and I'm competing in front of thousands and thousands of people, and I won the first place.
And that's kind of the way things have been happening for this young up-and-comer living a charmed life.
It was almost like an unreal thing that happened to me, because I was just out of school running restaurants in the city, and here I am, national burger champion. So I flew back to New York with my trophy. And that was it. Then I opened this place, and I got an email from the Food Network. Somebody must have seen something on TV, or somebody must have gotten a word out that I was in New York, and they asked if I wanted to audition for Chopped.
Obviously, she did. And she'll be on Thursday night's show on the Food Network at 10 p.m. But more on that a little later.
Would you like to try our flatbreads?
Dafna's love for food was pretty much part of her DNA.
I am from a Mexican Jewish family, so both cultures extremely fanatics with food. And I was fortunate enough to have godparents who are in the hospitality business. So every summer, since I was a kid, I would come up to New York. My mom was a ballerina, so she would dance for the ABT, and I would be in a daycare, which was a restaurant. And so I learned every aspect of the restaurant world, from hanging coats up to the line and management, even before I went to culinary school.
But it wasn't until a defining moment here in the Hudson Valley, when Dafna had a chance to rub elbows with a celebrity chef, that she caught the bug.
I was in Millbrook, actually, with my godparents, and this celebrity chef walked in the door, and we cooked a huge, huge seafood platter. So now it was everything from lobster to shrimp and absolutely every kind of seafood, oysters. And it was an amazing experience, and I had so much fun that I never wanted it to end. And watching people eat and licking their fingers and throwing, it was just more of an experience and a show on its own that I absolutely said, you know what, this is calling what I want. This is what I want to do.
Her move to America was not under the best of circumstances. The product of a broken marriage, her mother took Dafna and Dafna's younger brother and settled in Atlanta.
My parents got divorced when I was 8, and it was not an easy divorce whatsoever. So my mother had an opportunity to bring my brother and I to Atlanta, Georgia, as she was dancing for ABT, and then she got a job offer from Atlanta Ballet. So we moved to Atlanta, not speaking one word of English, not knowing anything, from being very privileged kids in Mexico. We lived in a small apartment. My mother was working the whole time. My brother and I had to focus in school and learn a different language. And so things weren't easy, but I've always been a fighter. And I knew I wanted to learn English. I knew I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to be somebody, help people.
And it was that fending for herself that has Dafna so driven and so busy. With a restaurant, a health food store, a book she's working on, and a TV career she's trying to develop.
I'm very driven. It's almost scary. I say to myself, am I ever gonna just chill? No. And right when I say, okay, well, things are slowing down a little bit, no, they never slow down. If anything, they go faster. Oh, hi, how are you today?
And pushing her along the way is celebrity chef Gordon Elliott, who is encouraging Dafna to reach for the stars.
Gordon Elliott's a great guy. He's done amazing things with the Food Network and other channels that he's done. So I take his advice serious, and I said, you know what, you're right. And if I have the means, if I have, like I said, I'm healthy, I have the strength, I have the potential, I have the drive, let's do it now.
So that brings us to the Food Network and the TV show Chopped.
Chopped is a very crazy, I call it almost like I don't even remember the day. You're there at 6 and they mic you up, they put your coat on and open the basket comes and it's the exact same thing as TV. So you're there and the anxiety is going and you can just feel it. But overall it's an amazing experience. One, being on camera 24/7 because a camera is following you throughout the whole day. And two, being in an intense kitchen with skill chefs and celebrity chefs judging your food. So it was really, really great.
So what can we expect?
All I can say is you're really going to have a lot of fun watching the show because you are going to see me against 3 males running around the kitchen. I happened to steal an ingredient that another of the chefs needed, and I don't care. If they wanted it, they would have asked for it back, but they didn't. But you're really going to see, it's going to be a great, great show, so don't miss it.
It seems to me like you have this magnet that everybody wants you, everybody's coming to you.
Yes. I'll say yes. I used to be singing, acting, and dancing, and gymnastics also was one of my biggest things. I was a competitive gymnast for a long time. And it's always been, I guess I have one, but I don't really know what it is. I am young, I'm influential, and I'm very driven. And one thing is I'm never bored and I never have free time.
Along with her business partners, Dafna purchased this building in Armenia and opened Monty's local kitchen and tap room.
What did it take to retrofit this to make it look like you wanted it to look?
So we structurally didn't change anything here. The columns were here from the beginning, everything was here. We changed the colors and we sanded the floor and we made it more farmish looking. We put the panels in the ceiling that are for the noise. We bought the building August 27th, the restaurant was open December 11th. We created the bar, there was not a bar there before. I came in with a vision and I knew what we were doing, and Amory, which is my partner, one of my 5 partners in the restaurant, her and I just worked on everything together and made it happen.
Wow.
It was a great experience. We learned a lot.
And conveniently, a short walk away is her health food store.
So we have fresh sandwiches, fresh juices, fresh salads, as well as our Monty's tomato sauce. And we make it right over at the restaurant and bring it, just walk it over like I am doing right now. We just made this fresh batch of Monty's tomato sauce. The recipe stands from 1906. And it's made by Chef Chipper, who is also a partner in the restaurant. Here we go. And welcome to Monty's Health Nut Hut. So in here we have everything from vitamins to seeds, nuts, snacks, protein powders. We feature a lot of local people. Johanna is great with raw food. So she's from around here, Pine Plains, I believe she is, and she makes raw food there. We also have sausages, meats, as well as fruits and tempeh. So we accommodate a lot of people with allergies or anything, gluten. We also have cleaning products here, as well as skincare. Everybody is local. And this is a fun thing that I don't think anybody knows about. And we call it the shake machine, but it is a shaker actually, which I'll show you. You put the timer and the intensity, and all you do is just stand on and shake. And you do that for 10 minutes, and it's like you ran 5 miles. Or so I like to tell myself.
So as Dafna continues to shake it up in Armenia, we wish her the best on Chopped Thursday night.